Everyone, 6:30 a.m. right now on this Tuesday, July 1st. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adelle Caballero is looking at some slowdowns. West Side Highway, Henry Hudson Parkway, and Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa has this wet day that we're looking at this morning.
Yes, I'm wondering if maybe those deep puddles, the tributary of the Henry Hudson River itself on the West Side Highway. But we have none of the heavy rain that we had moved through just a few hours ago, but it is really humid. Still some clouds. You'll still want that umbrella, and for some of us, the umbrellas are still up at this hour. So let's get you ready at 6:30. I don't have any warnings. If you were awakened early from some of that heavier rain and lightning and thunder, most of that is winding down. You see even through eastern Suffolk County. We're left with all of that humidity. 73 now at Central Park in Sussex, 76 in Poughkeepsie, Wantagh now at 73. Anticipating more rain this afternoon and evening. We do have a flood watch later this afternoon for Central Jersey. Another 1 to 3 inches of rain possible, embedded in showers and thunderstorms, some on the strong side today. So you can see our outlook there. Most New Jersey, the city included, gusty winds possible. Leading up between now and the early afternoon, it is warm and muggy. 84 degrees by 11 a.m. on our way up to 88 by 2 o'clock. Then we're talking about some showers and storms, potentially slowing down the evening commutes. More on that in a bit, but at 6:31, this commute pretty slow, Adele.
Yes, definitely a slow go. One of those areas being the Henry Hudson Parkway. And as Maria mentioned, this is a very popular area to get some flooding. So be very careful out there, especially around 158th Street. This is a common area to see ponding and accidents. Right now, we are unfortunately dealing with a crash that's taking out a couple lanes. Delays are heading back to the George Washington Bridge, heading into the bridge itself on the 80-95 northbound local lanes, heading into exit 71. You've also got an accident there. As a result, expect to see about 35-minute delays. Darlene, back to you.
Thanks so much, Adele. 6:32.
Now we're checking in with Maria and looking at the severe weather risk.
Yeah, we're talking about that storm risk, not from this morning's storms, but another round firing up later today. You can see wind and that flooding rainfall, the main concerns coming up. We're going to break down the timing and for that storm threat even into tomorrow, coming up in the 10-day forecast.
Maria, thank you. And still ahead, are you
off of the Whitestone Bridge into Queens? It's going to be a slow go here because of a crash taking out a lane. Coming up in a few minutes, we've also got an update for you on that accident by the BQE. But let's take a live look outside right now onto the Alexander Hamilton Bridge. Still looking pretty good through here both ways. You're watching Today in New York.
on this Tuesday morning? Are you trying to save while you shop? Cashback credit cards, they offer rewards on everyday purchases, right? But do you know how to make the most of that perk program?
Better get Beccaro to explain how. Here's News 4's consumer reporter Linda Beccaro. Earning.
Oh, yes. Always.
Sounds like Glengarry and Ross. Always be earning.
That's a good motto, Maria. What's going on?
All right. Well, if you were awakened a little early with some of the thunder and some of that heavier rainfall, a little bit of a lull right now. That's kind of the key takeaway, just a lull as we see from Staten Island and the expressway not looking too wet here. We've got 73 muggy degrees at Central Park right now and a light southwest wind. So what's going on? Yeah, it's a little bit of lull. We're waiting for these showers and storms to fire back up. You can see through about 2 p.m. Most areas are dry. It's just going to be really warm and muggy, up to 88 degrees, all of that humidity. And that's going to feed showers and thunderstorms, as you can see, from the late afternoon into the evening hours, temperatures in the mid 70s at that point. But first, we do have a few lingering showers from this morning's action. We've got from Fairfield County beginning to exit Suffolk County, just a few light raindrops in and around the city. And again, all of that humidity. So by the time we get to 2 p.m., we start to see some of the heavier showers and storms develop. And that's the gusty wind aspect of the heavy flooding rainfall. And unfortunately, that does take us from the afternoon into the early evening drive. So be ready for a slow go. Airports will be impacted here from Newark, of course, JFK and LaGuardia. You see, even through tomorrow, waiting for all of this to come on through, there'll still be some lingering rainfall here, but clearing skies, so increasing sunshine for tomorrow. So that's one front. We have another boundary that's going to swing on by Thursday into Friday. This is the one that really takes that humidity out and is a beautiful start to the holiday weekend. High pressure helps us out through Sunday. It is going to warm up. It is going to start to feel sticky, but it's July. It's a holiday weekend. We expect that. but we don't expect 3 days out of the holiday weekend to be looking like this. So I think Friday, the 4th of July is the best of the bunch. 83 degrees. By Sunday, we're closer to 90. So today, warm and muggy, 88 degrees. You want the storm gear for later this afternoon and evening. 72 degrees overnight. Tomorrow, 84 degrees, a light southwest wind, and increasing sunshine. Looking great, feeling great Thursday into Friday. The weekend in good shape too, definitely summery. By the time we get to next week, more of the daily chances for showers and storms. All right, 6:47 now. Adele, what's going on out there?
We've got a lot going on. It's been a very busy commute. Let's start things off here. 78 eastbound over by the New Jersey Turnpike. We've got a crash taking out a lane. Very busy area as it is. So as you can imagine, this is not going to be easy to get around. A little further north, 80, 95 northbound local lanes by exit 71. We are still watching that accident. You've also got rubbernecking delays there coming in from the express lanes. As a result, expect to see about 40 to 45-minute delays here on the inbound side of the George Washington Bridge. And then the Henry Hudson Parkway southbound, that stalled car by 158th Street takes out a lane with delays heading just past the Cross Bronx Expressway. And then the Gowanus Expressway eastbound over by exit 24 for the Prospect Expressway. We're still watching that crash taking out a lane. And now this crash on the Whitestone Bridge right as you make it off of the bridge into Queens. That's all for now. Back to you, Darlene.
Thank you. 6:48 right now, buddy. Thank you for streaming with us. It's Tuesday, July 1st. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gordrew. Adelle Caballero is here tracking our roads and rails. And Storm 4's LaRosa here with a look at today's Tuesday forecast.
Here we go. Some of that heavy rain this morning, little of the leftovers for the rest of the morning. It'll be this afternoon that we've got to pay attention to. But in the meantime, kind of like this, just gray, muggy. We'll get some breaks in the overcast, but you still need the umbrella. Make sure you pack that. This morning showers really tapering off, just some sprinkles, but we still have a boundary off to the north and west, and that's going to help fire up those showers and storms again by this afternoon. By about 1 o'clock, still mainly dry skies. It's just going to be really warm and humid. Up to 88 degrees for the high. This afternoon and this evening, expect showers and thunderstorms, some heavy at times. So it's the flooding rainfall and those gusty winds too. We'll see that begin to taper off heading into tomorrow morning, but still be tracking those showers before drier skies prevail. So we'll talk more about that coming up in a bit, but it did leave its mark at least a little bit this morning. Adele, a slow go in spots.
Yes, definitely a slow go in spots. And when we were right in the heart of it, it was definitely a mess to get around. Now, if you are heading out the door right now, a couple of updates here. New Jersey Transit, we were seeing a suspension with your Montclair and Boonton line. It is back up and running, but we are still seeing delays on many of the lines as a result. So keep that in mind. All other commuter rails, though, are looking good. And if you happen to be hitting the roads right now, George Washington Bridge, on the approach to the bridge itself, you've got a stalled car and then also an accident on the 80-95 northbound local lanes. As a result, 40-minute delays. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you very much. Maria, on the flood watch as well, Maria.
Yeah, we have a flood watch posted that starts this afternoon into this evening. So this is not related necessarily to some of the showers that have gone through over the last few hours. We see everything pick up again today. From Livingston, Hempstead, Norwalk, and Brighton Beach by 5 p.m. Showers and storms, some on the strong side. So I'm going to fine-tune that timing, how they'll lead into tomorrow morning as well in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. Still ahead. Are you getting the
rails right now? Your BDF7, NQ, and R trains. You've got delays and service changes. You can also expect to see some dayside track work, so double check that line. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to let you know how the roads are looking and how it will continue to look throughout the day for you. Here's a live look outside now onto the Gowanus Expressway. Earlier stalled car by exit 24 has cleared out. You're watching Today in New York.
On this Tuesday morning, 74 degrees out at this hour. Well, are you trying to save while you shop? Of course, right? Cashback credit cards offer rewards on everyday purchases, but do you know how to make the most of your perk program?
Better get Beccaro to explain how. Here's News 4 consumer reporter Linda Beccaro. Maria's got to look at where we really have to watch out for weather today, Maria.
Yeah, we've got the storm threat firing up again later this afternoon. So we did have the showers, even a few rumbles of thunder come through this morning. This is a separate batch. And yeah, you can see more likely for most New Jersey, even into the city, but generally across our entire area. And these are going to be drenching showers and storms. So on top of that, we do have flood concerns, that flood watch posted in this zone. So from Hunterdon to Somerset, Middlesex, and Monmouth counties, as much as 2 to 3 inches of rainfall potentially potentially out of this. So timing is key. We're getting a little lull right now. You get some sun breaks too. It is all about that warmth and humidity being locked in up until the storms later this afternoon. So as we get to about noontime, 86 degrees, on our way up to 88. By 3 p.m., those showers and storms start to fire up. And so unfortunately, kind of peak travel time for the evening commute, some late afternoon and evening flights. And it's not just here, but also in Philadelphia. And we know that can often have a trickle down effect to delays at airports, for example. Our hour by hour forecast showing as early as 1 o'clock. Some of those showers and storms may already be going down the shore. And you can see that continue through 4 or 5 p.m. in the city, the Hudson Valley from Long Island and the Jersey Shore. And then some showers as this all tries to push on through by tomorrow morning. So even the morning commute could have a few wet roadways. In the wake of it, though, some drier air, some sunshine. This is front number 1 of the next few. So that gives us a nice Thursday and into Friday. That secondary front is what's going to bring down some of that humidity to make it just a wonderful 4th of July. Friday looking really, really good. Before by Sunday, that high pressure is going to bring about some of that heat and humidity back. So all in all, it's a pretty good looking 3-day holiday weekend between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yes, we do warm up. It does get a little stickier. By Sunday, it's back to 90 degrees. Not too far off from that today, up to 88 degrees. Again, showers and storms likely by this afternoon and evening, some with the heavy rain and gusty winds. And tomorrow, 84 degrees with increasing sunshine. Looking great for the entire holiday weekend. By the time we get to next week, though, Monday, Tuesday, I know it looks a mess. It's going to be warm and muggy, but to sort of that afternoon, daily chances for showers and storms, overnight lows staying in the 70s. All right, let's get you out the door, see what's slowing us down. Adele, good morning.
Good morning, Maria. Good morning to everyone streaming with us. It's definitely been a very busy commute, and it sounds like, through the afternoon and evening, it's going to be similar. So you're going to want to plan ahead. As of right now, LIRR for the next few days during the weekdays, Hempstead Branch, the eastbound side will skip Queens Village. That's for necessary track work. New Jersey Transit, you can also expect to see delays pretty much across the board at this time. The good news is, though, Montclair and Boonton line is back up and running. It was suspended for much of the morning rush because of down power cables. So again, just give yourself some extra time through there. 287 southbound, exit 57 out to exit 47. We've got some construction there for the next few days because of that road service collapse. Alternate side is in effect for today. Darlene, back to you.